We've been working for months on the issue of Hong Kong. We've all watched as Chinese authorities push Hong Kong police to crack down on these protesters. People that are basically protesting because they want to continue to live in democracy. They're part of mainland China, but they want China to live up to the promises it made to the world when it received control and there was the handover from the British. And China's breaking every single one of those promises. But today, the US Senate spoke unanimously at a time when we can't agree on much up here. Every single senator supported this bill. It's now going to the House. I hope they'll pass it quickly. It goes to the president, and I hope he will sign it. The United States and our people stand with the democratic aspirations of the people of Hong Kong.
Furthermore, Rubio also took a tough stance on China's alleged treatment of the ethnic minority Uyghur population in the Xinjiang region.
Well, thank you. I want to thank you and all the members here for convening this important hearing. I also want to thank our witnesses. I want you to know that your research and your advocacy have done much to shine a bright light on these atrocities that are being committed in Xinjiang by the Chinese Communist Party. Ms. Abbas, who I understand joins us virtually, was my guest at the State of the Union last February. Her sister is currently detained in a camp. She and Dr. Gulshan's daughter, Ziba, have been forced to live without their family for no other reason than the fact that they are Uyghurs. Dr. Richardson, you have testified in front of the CECC, which I had the honor to chair for a number of years. You've done so in the past, testified, in your work as well as that of Dr. Zenz has been instrumental to me, to my team, to all of us in helping to craft policies. That includes the Uyghur Human Rights Policy Act, which became law last year, and the Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act, which we are very hopeful will become law very soon. We're hopeful the full committee will be able to hear it as soon as this month. You know, in a few weeks, the Chinese Communist Party is going to mark its 100 years since its founding. They're going to likely gather in Beijing and cities across China to celebrate this centennial. It should actually be a national day of mourning. That would be a more appropriate. The crimes committed by the Chinese Communist Party are too numerous to catalog here, but the one we're focused on today is an effort by the Chinese Communist Party to completely eliminate Turkic Muslims, especially Uyghurs and other ethnic groups in Xinjiang. Since all of this has come to light, we've learned the appalling extent of these violations. There are more than 1 million Uyghurs and other Turkic Muslims detained in camps and forced into labor. The network of detention facilities and factories has turned Xinjiang into a huge, massive labor camp. Guards at these camps force Uyghur men to renounce their faith, to shave their beards, and to violate Muslim dietary restrictions. Uyghur women have been raped, experienced other forms of heinous sexual violence, and have undergone forced sterilization and forced abortions. Families are ripped apart. Adults working in factories and children sent to state-operated orphanages, at least that's what they call them. The goal is to brainwash them, to strip them of their language, their culture, their traditions, their identity, and isolate them from their families and communities. The Chinese Communist Party is also working to suppress birth rates among Uyghur populations, with official data now showing birth rates already declining, between 48.7% between 2017 and 2019. Earlier this year, former Secretary of State Pompeo determined that crimes against humanity and genocide are being committed by the Chinese Communist Party. It's a determination the Biden administration has rightfully upheld. It's important to call these crimes by their proper name, and I give credit to both administrations for doing so. But we need to do something about these crimes, even more than just call them for what they are. China's efforts to silence Uyghurs and turn the world's attention away from the ongoing atrocities also include coercing and intimidating those Uyghurs who live abroad. That includes American citizens and American residents.
said this.
According to recent media reports, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who has been under Chinese sanctions since 2020, could join President Trump during a possible visit to China later this month. Could the Foreign Ministry clarify whether those sanctions would affect his ability to travel to China if such a visit takes place? Thank you.
China's sanctions were aimed at Mr. Rubio's China-related words and deeds when he served as a senator.
Despite this diplomatic tweak, China may still have gotten the last laugh. The transliterative change may yet reflect how China really feels about Rubio. For the old Ru/Lu was a neutral character, typically used for surnames. However, the new one carries a different meaning, that of rash or rude. In a world flooded with noise, Hook Global delivers clarity. Your video first destination for US coverage, breaking news.
A short time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran.
Global development and the stories shaping power, politics, and geopolitics. Fast, focused, fact-driven.
Did you read those new files?
No.
From Donald Trump shakeups
The tariffs will be not a full reciprocal.
and Capitol Hill showdowns.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime.
I believe you just lied under oath.
Yes, Mr. President, quake in your boots because I will tell you the truth. You will be impeached.
To global warfare.
ऑपरेशन सिंदूर आतंक के खिलाफ भारत की नीति है.
Diplomacy, elections, and shifting power dynamics.
וביחס למה שנעשה בהמשך ביום, יש לנו תוכנית סדורה עם הרבה הפתעות. לערער את המשטר, לאפשר שינוי.
Hook Global brings you sharp coverage, deep dive explainers, and expert-backed analysis 24/7.
ایران شاید زخمی شود اما هرگز زانو نمیزند. دشمنان این ملت به ویژه آمریکای جنایتکار و رژیم منحوس صهیونیستی را
For analysts, policymakers, globally curious minds.
Free the hostages now. If you do, you will live. If you don't, Israel will hunt you down.
Hook Global cuts through the chaos of international conflicts, economic tremors, or strategic global moves.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
We cut through the chaos and deliver context that matters. Stay informed, stay engaged, stay ahead, get hooked on what matters.